Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Inkaholic here, bringing you episode 16 of my Minecraft series, and we are located inside of my cobblestone castle in my storage room compartment that I just do not like anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all this, and we are going to transfer it downstairs here to my new storage compartment. This is going to be a very large storage compartment area with sticky piston doors to hide everything, which is kind of over the top for being a single player, you know, nobody's going to come in here and bother me kind of thing, but I do like the way it activates and works. So I've already have the sticky pistons there on the left side of the room done. I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to do the right side and tie it all in, but the pistons down at the bottom are already done. I'm actually standing on top of them right now. And they're already wired, but they're flush with the floor so that when it comes down you're able to get right to the chest. And you just want to put the 4 sticky pistons up top there. I think it's a total of 5 blocks high, so you have a piston, space, yeah, it's going to be 5 blocks high from the, or actually 4 blocks high from the wall, but either way, this is going to be a piss poor kind of tutorial. I found one similar to this that's kind of old, and I was using the basics of it to help me get this figured out because the redstone and the repeaters, they just don't work the same like they used to. So I'll go upstairs here and show you the behind the scenes of how we're going to wire all this. Now, as you see, the 4 pistons are there underneath these blocks. What we're going to do is we're going to put some redstone right on top of these blocks, which will power the blocks, and skip one and connect the dots, skip one, connect the dots, and go on down the line. So yeah, the redstone and the repeaters, they don't work the same, they're slower and so on and so forth, so I had to kind of refigure everything out, but I did get everything figured out and repeated that step a lot. I've got a total of 30 chests that I'm going to be hiding, and there's about 240 pistons and over 300 repeaters, I believe, is what the total was. And then, of course, a lot of redstone in between here and there. All activated by one switch. So I am pretty pleased with the outcome, but basically just take a little note on how I got all this laid out. There's the edge of the back wall there. We're just going to connect this on around the corner here, and we're going to follow it all the way down, fill in all the spots with the God, what is that called? The redstone. Wow, forgot what it's called there for a second. Anyways, as you can tell if you've seen any of my videos before in the past, that I'm actually running a new texture pack. I just frankly got bored with the old way of the default look and decided to do something a little different. Even though I said I never would do it, I did break down and finally do it. So, you know, whatever. I mean, I don't know what to say. I kind of promised myself that I would stay true to the game originally and not use any mods and any skins or any texture packs or anything, and I said to hell with it. So anyways, this is a I don't know how you pronounce it, the Mesa realistic texture pack for 1.3 or whatever. I found it at Planet Minecraft, I believe. I did a video showing the difference between this and the default pack, so be sure to check that one out, and it was pretty good. No commentary, just some music I put on there, but I do like the way this looks, and I love the way the stone looks now. The stone it looks like stone. I don't know. It's your normal default Minecraft textures. I think one block is like 16 by 16, and this is 64 by 64. So that means you get much more detail in each block, and so it's you're able to make a very beautiful looking block of some sort, and that's what they did, and I love it, and it's great. So you guys be sure to check it out, and that video, I have a link in the description. for you to pick it up yourself. So anyways, we're going to put a row of stone behind here, and this is what will be feeding power to the pistons just above it when they get mashed down. That's kind of the trick to the whole thing, is that you don't need power going to it until it gets pushed in position. So this will be the block that will power it. We're going to basically mimic this right here over on this side over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some repeaters down right behind the blocks and continue all the way down to the end. And once we've done that, we're going to go back and we're going to put a repeater every 2 spaces. So basically it's just in between where the blank spots are. And once we get all those down, we will backtrack and put redstone to fill up all the gaps and connect everything together. I mean, even though this is a pretty large scale room, believe it or not, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the hardest, this is probably about maybe a 4. It really wasn't hard at all. I think the hardest part was getting the very first compartment area to work correctly how I wanted it. And then once I was able to figure out what I was doing wrong, what needed to be tweaked, and so on and so forth, you basically just mimic it all the way down. So it's really not that hard. Like I said, it's just getting the very first one laid out, and once I got it figured out, it went smooth sailing after that. I think all in all, it took me about 6 hours to complete this room, which I know probably might sound like a lot, but then in Minecraft time, that's not really a whole lot. I mean, there's people that work on stuff for days and weeks, so I think 6 hours is pretty damn good considering the size of the room. I mean, I did use TNT to clear this thing out, though. I'm so excited. I just recently made a mob spawner with a lazy loot train, as I call it, to collect the loot, and I've got a whole bunch of, well, I don't have much now, but I did have a bunch of gunpowder, so I was able to finally make a mass quantity amount of TNT to clear this room out. And then also I actually had a enchanted diamond pickaxe with silk touch on it, so that was nice. It kept me from having to turn the stone into cobblestone and then having to smelt it back to make the stone to make everything match with the original wall. So I ended up having a whole lot of stone. Basically that's just about it. Let's see, we're going to put some repeaters because this looks like a little bit long of a stretch here. We'll move this one, move it up a little bit, and move this one back a little bit, because I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be close, but we'll just be safe. We'll bring it back. Right there, it looks good. Okay. All right, so that's everything wired up here on this floor. All right, and let's go up to the 3rd floor and double check everything. Everything looks good. Everything looks wired up. Yeah. Let's go finish putting the front on as far as filling in with the blocks and whatnot. I just want to put some stone or whatever you want to use in the middle of those pistons there. And once we get that done, we're going to go ahead and put in the front wall, which will conceal all of this. And it'll look like that. You'll have a 3D pole 2 high. And like I said, when it goes up, you will be able to see the piston up there in the roof, but that's not like a big deal. I mean, normally the chest will be open, so we'll throw some candles on here for some decoration, and also mark where they're going to be at when the walls are closed, and that's it. Ready for the moment of truth? Here we go. Yes, sir. Hit it again. I love it. Freaking love it. What you've got is the pistons coming up from the bottom, and the top piston is pushing the piston, or the top four pistons are wow, let me try that again. Piston. The top four pistons are pushing the middle piston and block down, and then they're powered and extending out to fill in the wall. So anyways, that's how I wired the bottom. It's just simple. They were facing up, and just put some repeaters behind them, redstone repeaters, just like I did up here, you know, and everywhere else. So no delays on any timers whatsoever. The only kind of delay is something that I've got on the third row up top, which I'll show you in just a second. Real quick, I'm gonna make sure that you get a good look at how I wired everything here. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to. And I'll go ahead and knock out the blocks here on the side so you can kind of get a side view of how everything looks. As it stands right now, it's at an open state. And we're going to close it so that you could see everything powered. Like I said, the four pistons are pushing down, pushing the other piston, which in turn powers it because it's behind that block now, which pushes out and fills in the gap in the wall. So it's not too terribly, I think it looks intimidating, but it's really not. So we're going to go upstairs, and this is what I use for the delay, just those three little repeaters back there. And that's just enough delay so that when these activate, actually, you know what? I couldn't even explain it if I tried. I don't even know how it works. It just does. It just does. That's a Joe Dirt moment right there. You know how positive traction works? I don't know. It just does. Alright, so anyways, you got the gist of it. Cannot believe I just did that horrible Joe Dirt impression in a video comment. Whew. Anyways, everything seems to be working. Alright, I'm going to take a little break here and come back and show you the finished product. Finished it out, trimmed it out with some wood. Put some chests in there. We're good to go. Went ahead and added my bed down here, some crafting tables, some furnaces and whatnot. Staircase to come down. And if you notice, the switch was on the roof there. That was something they added in the new update. You can actually put switches on the roof now, so I've got it kind of wired through the ceiling and wall, so instead of having a switch out in the middle of the floor. But a little trap door, a little door here to take me in case something goes wrong and get access to it. So that's just about it. Guys, this has been episode 16 of my Minecraft series. My name is Inkaholic. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and give me a thumbs up if you like this little project. And we'll catch you next time. Take care.